Hey there, CJ Math students. So tonight I'm going to help you out with homework 1.13, multiplied and dividing fractions. I'm going to do the odds, so make sure whatever work I do, you show that exact work so it can help you out on the evens. So our first set of directions says find each product. That's the answer to a multiplication problem. Look to cross-cancel when possible, and make sure to show all work and simplify your answers. So problem number 1, can I cross-cancel anything here? So I look diagonally. Do I say between 12 and 3, is there anything I can divide them both by? Yes. I can divide them both by 3. 3 divided by 3 becomes 1. 12 divided by 3 becomes 4. Can I divide 7 and 4 by anything? No. So therefore I go ahead and multiply straight across. 4 times 4 is 16. 7 times 1 is 7. You may freak out and be like, hey, 16 over 7 is not there. Well, that's because it's an improper fraction. So 7 goes into 16 2 times with 2 left over. So my answer really is 2 and 2 sevenths. So I'm circling my answer, I'm looking for the answer there, boom. If I get an answer that's not in one of these answer choices, I've done something wrong. I should erase and go back. Please do not just leave an answer here and be like, well, the answer wasn't there. There are no mistakes on this paper. I've done this homework. All right? Number 3. Again, look to cross cancel first. I could do 10 times 1 and 7 times 14 and then get a huge fraction I would have to simplify. So can I divide 10 and 14 by anything? Yes. I can divide them both by 2. 10 divided by 2 becomes 5. 14 divided by 2 becomes 7. So I can't do anything with 7 and 1. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply straight across. 5 times 1 is 5. 7 times 7 is 49, excuse me. And I'm done. So A. Number 5. I don't have to worry about multiplying 16 times 11 and 11 times 14. I can look to cross cancel. 11 and 11 both can be divided by 11, so I get 1 and 1. 16 and 14 actually both can be divided by 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So I multiply straight across now. 8 times 1 is 8. 1 times 7 is 7. 8 over 7 is not there because it's an improper fraction. So 7 goes into 8 one time with 1 left over. So I get 1 and 7/8. 1 and 1/7. B is my answer. So for number 7, I have 4 over 11 and 5 over 14. Here's an example where it looks like I can't cross cancel because of the 5 and 11, but actually the 4 and 14 I can divide both by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Now I go straight across. 2 times 5 is 10. 11 times 7 is 77. So I'm looking for 10 over 77. I've got it right there. All right. On the second part of our homework, it says find each quotient. A quotient is an answer to a division problem. So we're dividing here now. But remember, flip the second fraction first, look to cross cancel, and then simplify your answers. So these are going to be turned into multiplication problems. So let's first flip this. So this becomes 7 over 6 times 14 over 1. Now we look to cross cancel. So that's right, 7 over 6 times 14 over 1 and look to cross cancel. So I can cross cancel the 6 and the 14. Divide them both by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Now I multiply straight across. 7 times 7 is 49. 3 times 1 is 3. 49 over 3 is not there because it's improper. So 3 goes into 49. 3 goes into 4 one time. 1 left over. Bring down your 9. 3 goes into 19 6 times. So that's 18. You got 1 left over. So your answer is 16 and 1/3. B. Flip to the back side. 5 and 3/8. Remember, we're going to flip it first. So 5 over 3 times 8 over 1. Write it again. 5 over 3 times 8 over 1. Look to cross cancel. Well, in this case, 5 and 1, nothing in common. 3 and 8, nothing in common. So there is no cross canceling. Yes, there is sometimes you will run into stuff where there's no cross canceling. So 5 times 8 is 40. 3 times 1 is 3. That's improper, so 3 goes into 40. 3 goes into 4 once. 10 left over, so 3 goes into 1 left over, bring down the 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times with 1 left over. So 13 and 1/3. D. And I got a little bit big there, so I'm going to erase that and write a little bit smaller. So Okay, so 14. This becomes 1/14 times 10 over 1, right? Because we're flipping this. We're looking to cross cancel. I am going to cross cancel right here because I'm running out of space. So divide by 2, this becomes 5. Divide by 2, this becomes 7. Then I multiply straight across. We get 1 times 5 is 5. 7 times 1 is 7. We get 5/7. Hey, I forgot to circle my answer here. And number 15. 3 over 4 times, flip this, right? 7 over 6, look to cross cancel. I can cross cancel. 3 into 6, I can divide both by 3. So that's 1 and that's 2. And then multiply straight across because 7 and 4 have nothing in common. So 1 times 7 is 7. 4 times 2 is 8. 7/8. Right? Lastly, you have some word problems. So number 17 is going to be a multiplication problem. Number 18 is a multiplication problem. 19 and 20 will both be division. So number 17, by 2005, 42 different men had been presidents of the United States. Of these men, 2 out of 21 had no children. How many presidents had no children? So 2 out of 21 of 42, basically is what you're doing. So 2 over 21, sorry about that. 2 over 21 times 42. And remember, how do we do this? We say 2 over 21 times 42 over 1. So interesting enough, 42 and 21 actually have something in common. And yes, it's 7, but it's also 21. So 21 divided by 21 is 1. 42 divided by 21 is 2. So we get 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 over 1 is equal to 4 presidents. And we're going to make sure that we put our answer on the answer line. 4 presidents had no children. All right, number 19. Insects. An average ant is 1/4 inch long. An average aphid is 3 over 32 inches long. How many times longer is the average ant than the aphid? So we're going to go ahead and say 1/4 divided by 3 over 32. So how many of these can fit into there, right? So 1/4 times 32 over 3. We can cross cancel here. The 4 and the 32 can both be divided by 4. So I get 8 there, I get 1 there. Because 4 divided by 4 is 1. 32 divided by 4 is 8. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 3 is 3. That's an improper fraction, so I say 3 goes into 8 2 times. 2 left over, so it's 2 and 2/3. What's my units? Inches longer. So like I said, this is a multiplication problem. You're going to be doing multiplying to find the area, and this is the division problem, very similar to the word problem we did in our notes. Best of luck. Call me if you have questions. I'm available after 9 o'clock tonight because I have grad school class.